YouTube, what's going on? Today we're going to look at Drupal to make a basic Drupal website with different content types and creating a basic structure with our content types to add different types of people. Uh, in this demonstration, we're going to do people like faculty, staff, room numbers, and we'll also do different courses in it, but they're all done pretty similarly. So if we go to our structure of Drupal in our admin setup area, then we come to content types. We can see there's already or I these two started from just making a basic Drupal site. It comes up with the article and basic page, which you can get rid of. You don't really need them. You're able to do or get rid of and add whatever you want to. And then outside of that, I've made course, faculty, room, and then this YouTube video content type. So we're going to actually get rid of this one for this demo and then make it again and go through what we have to do to put it together so that we're able to put in a link to a YouTube video as a content type in Drupal. So first, if we just come to course, we can look at what's going on with the content type, what it really is. So if we come to manage fields, we can see that course is our general type. So when someone would want to add a course, they'd have to add a few main things, such as the course number, a description of the course, and the subject of the course is about. And these are all made through Drupal. The course was our higher one in the hierarchy, I guess you'd say, where then the course number, description, and subject are underneath that are part of one course. And the way we made them is we just did add fields. So if we wanted to add another field to a course, well, in this case we had course subject. Say we didn't have course subject here and we wanted to add course subject, we could do add field, and then we could go through all the steps to add the subject. That would have a field type of regular plain text. Machine name is automatically generated, but it could be whatever we'd want it to be, so that in our database we can find it later on. But we will come back to our original part here, the YouTube video. So if we were able to delete this, and then we'll delete, and we could start making another one. So we could do add content type. And so this is where we would add YouTube video. And then just a little description so that if anybody is adding data to this, then they'll be able to see, oh, well, what does YouTube video mean, I guess? What are we supposed to add there? So we could do contains link to YouTube video and a description. There we go. Link to YouTube video and a description. So then we come down more, and these are pretty general. I normally kind of, for this title field label, I've just been writing the same one as the name, just to keep it consistent. Then we can do save and manage fields. We come here and we can see it automatically made a body type field, and we could leave that there and use it would just be some body text in that content of under the YouTube video, but for this we'll delete it and then make two of our own. So we do delete, and then to make our own we can click add field here. We're able to select from a whole bunch of different fields types. I'm just going to go with, we'll go with the YouTube link first. So we'll put link, and the label will put YouTube link. You can see it already wants to autofill because we did this earlier. Then we do save and continue, and this is the machine name that it automatically makes just to find just a kind of like a reference point that we could hit later on. We'll save and continue, allow number of values, we'll keep it as 1. We come down here, so then help text. So this would just be when somebody is putting in information, they'll see, okay, when I have to enter the YouTube link field, they'll come in and they'll say, oh, well, I guess this would be some text that would say, enter the link of the YouTube video here. And it's pretty self-explanatory, but when it gets a little more complicated, it could be pretty helpful to put in. So for good practice, we'll just put it in. We'll do enter link to YouTube video. Then we come down. This will be a required field that we can check because we definitely want a link to the video in our YouTube video. And then these are ones if we wanted to put a base link, like say if it was a name, we would put John Doe or something like that. But since it's a link, we don't really have any default links that we'd want to go to for YouTube videos. So we'll save just how it is. And then that makes our field. So we have one as a link, and then we're able to add another as this one. We'll do a long text, and we'll throw this in as description. And then I do have description somewhere else, so I am going to have to pick to change the machine readable name to, I just made a YouTube description YT. And then we'll save because we also just want one. And the help text, we'll put in description of the video. That is routed to. Then we'll make that a required field as well, and we'll just throw in here some description. This is the area that when somebody is going to write into the field, this is the default text that's going to start in that little field area. So we'll save that, and now we have both a YouTube link and a description. And then we'll come back to edit. Everything looks good here. We can save the content type. And now along with course, faculty, room, basic page and article, we now have YouTube video as well. So if we want to go back to content, where we want to add content, then you'll see I do have a few others. These are the rooms that I made earlier, people that I made, and then the course numbers that we made also, that also have their own types of fields that we've looked at before. We're able to add content, and this time we'll do the YouTube video. So if we come down, we can select the YouTube video as our type, and then let's see, today we're going to put in the last video, which was WordPress, making basic WordPress website. Then here we'll throw in the URL. So we can just copy this, paste it in that spot, and that is our URLs in. Put some description. In this video, we make a basic WordPress site. And we'll come through and publish is checked, so it'll throw, once we save it, it'll publish it right away. If we uncheck that, it'll save it as a draft. Then this is our content here. We'll have making a basic WordPress website, the YouTube link below it, and in description within this video, we make a basic WordPress site. Now I'm going to add in the content this video that we're making now about Drupal. And if we come back to the beginning here, we can see that our first content on the page now is updated to this making a basic WordPress website. I hope this is helpful. The next video is also going to be on Drupal. It's going to be a little bit more in depth about kind of page structure and changing the layout of a website using themes. We'll also go into more depth about structure, not only just content types, but other parts such as the block layout and using views. Views are very important in Drupal, but that'll be gone over in the next video. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.